guys, Mike here from Panther Hollow Sporting Optics. Hope you're having a great day. Got a little Q&A video for you. We'll jump right into it. It's going to be hopefully not really long, but it could end up that way. Jen from Staten Island asked how the track scope was doing. The track scope was doing. It's doing really well. We've been using it for a while. Haven't had any issues with it, and I don't foresee any issues. I've had some other shooters using it, and it's been doing just fine. We've had it in probably 3 matches now, and everything seems to be working as it should. So I don't know if you're looking to buy a track scope, but John and John over at Track are really good guys. They'll take care of you. If you have any questions, just go to their website, or you can call them. Again, those guys are great guys to deal with, and I wish you luck if you're buying a track toric. She also goes on to say that girls shoot long range too. Well, I guess I do say guys all the time, so guys and girls, if you're watching, and the girls that shoot too, it's an everybody sport. There are a lot of ladies getting into it nowadays, and all shooting sports. So anyways, Jen, thanks for the question. I hope that answers your question. We still have the gun, we still have the scope. We don't have any plans on it going anywhere, and we're going to continue to use it. Jesus asks about barrel tuners. He's from southern Texas. So Jesus, I don't really use barrel tuners. I haven't really. Let me take that back. I have got a barrel tuner. I've got a few barrel tuners, and they're Harrell's tuners. There's a guy out there. It's EC Tuners. I've heard a lot of good things about his tuners. You might want to check them out. You asked what barrels do we run. This is an Excalibur barrel. This is a benchmark barrel. This is a bull barrel, and this is an MTU profile barrel. All the guns you see here are guns that I put together with basically a rimmage, which is a nut on the barrel. I headspace them myself, and then we shoot them. It's a pretty easy process. I hope that answers your question, Jesus. Again, we're not really using any tuners right now. We've thought about doing that with some 22s, but we haven't got to that point. If you'd like to email me at pantherhollow@mail.com. If you have any more questions, I'd be more than happy to talk to you. Bobby from Mississippi asks what my favorite action is. Well, right now my favorite action is Remington and Howa or the Weatherby Vanguard. I like the factory actions. That's what I've been using. Now we're going to be getting into some custom actions here later on in the year with some Defiance Tenacity actions. We've got some of those ordered, and just like everything else, everybody's behind. I wish we already had them, but we don't. We're going to try those and see how we like those. But right now, both the actions you see right here they've been squared and trued. They're Remington actions, and then we also run some Howa actions too. This is a sacrificial gun we got sitting here that we're going to tear apart. That's a 7 mag. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Barrels, again, I answered that previous question. Chassis, this is the Matrix chassis by MPA, and this is their BA chassis, competition chassis, MPA. Now we do have another style of chassis we run. We've only got one of them right now, and that's the Valdata chassis. I'm really liking the Valdata chassis. I've cut my teeth with these chassis here. I like these chassis really well. Now this one's fairly new to us, this style, but this style we've been running for a while. The color of this chassis, he also asked what color this chassis was. This color is Altus. It's an Altus color. Altus Shooting Solutions in Bakersfield, Florida, I believe. Done this chassis for me. This is a saltwater camo, or they call it Bayou camo. The Bayou camo or saltwater camo. There's a couple different ones, but I think This is the Bayou, and the saltwater looks very similar to this as well. I think it's a bit smaller in the patchwork. Anyways, I think that answers that question. Jesus, I appreciate the question. I'm sorry, Bobby, I appreciate the question. I get getting you guys mixed up here. There's a couple questions that were similar. Jimmy from Oklahoma asks, what's the best PRS round, and what do you look for in a round when building a PRS rifle or picking a PRS rifle for competition? So, Jimmy, any bolt action heavy barreled rifle would fit the category of a competition rifle. It just depends on, how deep down the rabbit hole do you want to go. The first thing I would ask myself is do I plan to reload? And if I don't plan to reload, the next thing I would be looking at is cost of ammo and the availability of that ammo. Now, 6.5 PRC is a round that's probably too heavy recoiling in my I would say for PRS. So I'd be looking at 6 Creedmoor or 6.5 Creedmoor. Those are pretty good rounds. 243 would work as well. That'd be a really good round. It's a 6mm cartridge. Probably those three would be with my top 3 picks, and probably 243 would probably be right now as easy to get a hold of as anything else. 6 Creedmoor or 243 would be where I would go. Now, if I was a hand loader, which in our case that's what we do a lot of, I would be looking at 6XC or 6GT. That's what we like. That's a personal preference. The cases on the 6XC are fairly easy to get a hold of. The 6GT cases are becoming more available. And the reason I like those two cartridges is because they feed well and they're easy to load for. Now, I am getting more case life out of the 6XC than the GT, simply because we run our GTs a little hotter. And we're trying to push that, 2,800, 2,900 feet per second. We're just started using A-tips, and we're liking those really well. The 105s and 109 burgers work really good too in the GT and also in the XC. Most guys will say recoil management is the first thing that you want to think about with PRS, which is true. Recoil management is very important. You get back on the target faster. Our matches are more based off of a bench than off of moving and shooting. We have done a few PRS matches and had a lot of fun doing those, but that's not how our matches are designed. So as far as PRS goes, that's what I would look for. Now, the rifle thing at Watt Rifle and all the action and all that other stuff, I can tell you my experience with that stuff. So far, the Howl actions have been really good. The Weatherby Vanguard actions have been really good. And the Remington actions, if you can get them, have been really good. We've used a lot of those actions in different builds. There's a lot of custom actions out there too. And again, the rabbit hole gets really deep. It just depends on where you want to go. So saying that's a loaded question is probably a little bit of an understatement, because there's a lot of opinion on actions, barrels, rounds, and other things. I can just tell you what we do here. You can tell that we like the 6GT and the 6XC. That's just what we've been using. We're very familiar with that round. We've tried the 6 ARC, which is a pretty good round too. I just didn't like, I did not like the case life on the 6 ARC. I didn't seem to be getting the case life that I'm getting out of the 6GT, and certainly not the case life I'm getting out of the 6XC. So that's kind of what we look for. If you'd like to talk more about it, you can email me at pantherhollow@mail.com, and we can talk more about it. I give you my phone number. If that doesn't fully answer your question, Jimmy, I appreciate the question. Okay, guys, so why is this sitting here in front of us? This is a sacrificial gun. This is a 7 mag. We're going to build maybe a 6.5 PRC out of it. I'm not sure yet. It is a Howlett long action. And it has on top of it has a Nico Sterling Game Pro. It's a 4-12x40. It's a half mil dot turret So it's got the mill turret on it with a mill dot reticle. The first person to email me and tell me they could use this scope with a Venmo account, so I need shipping out of it. It's all I need. This scope is theirs. No charge to you at all, just shipping. You could Venmo me the shipping. So I need a United States address, and I need your Venmo number, and then I will send this scope to you. The first person to do that at pantherhollow@mail.com, I will send the scope to them. If you have a use for it, it's yours. All it's going to cost you is shipping. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate the emails. Keep the emails coming. And as always, you guys stay safe and have a great day. Thanks for watching.